Good morning, everyone. It is a very windy day. I just got done doing a little bit of walking, which felt so good for my bones and muscles. I hadn't taken a good walk in a few days because I was staying in because of allergies, so it felt good to get out, but it is too windy to take you along with me on a walk. I'm down here in Plano at the Bob Woodruff Park. I forget which side I'm on, but I've taken you here before. It's 54 degrees, and I looked on my phone at the wind, and it said 20-mile-per-hour wind. So it would have been way too windy to take you along, but I thought I'd call you up while I'm here in the car, and I have to go to a store down here in Plano. So, and then tomorrow morning, Monster has her appointment at the Banfield vet, but it's going to be a different veterinarian. He's coming from the Richardson Banfield to fill in for one of the other veterinarians that's going to be out. So Monster's going to have her comprehensive exam, which is covered in the plan that I have her on. And then they told me that that veterinarian is leaving at 4, leaving early. And so any animals that he sees tomorrow need to be picked up by 4. Did I want her to stay till 4? I'm dropping her off at 9:15. And I said, no, I'd like to pick her up as soon as she's done her exam. Tomorrow I will be at the laundromat, but if they call me to leave while I'm doing laundry, I'm friends with the attendant there, and I can just, I'm sure by then my clothes will be in the dryer. I can just leave money with the attendant, or maybe I'll be taking them out of the washer, whatever. If they're done washing and need to put in the dryer, and I have to leave to go pick up Monster, I can leave money with the attendant, and she'll put the money in the dryer for me. I'm friends with her and her fiance and kids that they have. So let's look this way because someone is coming up walking the other way. I have finished well, you all know that I'm making a blanket for the 2022 Scenic Beauty Calendar Cal that the Yarny Fiber Sisters are collaborating, and I finished my January part. I'm making a blanket. It's 40 inches wide. It's going to be the same pattern repeat throughout the whole year. I'm using a solid and a variegated, and let's see, 4 rows. I think I have figured it out too. 4 rows is 1 week. And so I have finished all the weeks in January, and I'm going to show it at the end of January because I'm also now working on my Apache Tear Stitch blanket and doing a few rows every day. I had it out this morning and did a few rows, and I have put a stitch marker in the row that the last row that I had on it when I dug it out from years ago that I showed you in a video. After that video, I put a stitch marker in that last row so that I'll be able to show you my progress every month, because Ursula is on me to finish that this year. I can't help it if someone, I try not to get people in, and so I'll be showing my progress for January at the end of January on my Apache Tear Stitch blanket. Plus, I have a bunch of other things going on as far as crochet. You know, I showed you all those blue squares the other day, and I'm going to trim them either in white or off-white. I'm just going to look through my stash and trim those up and join them all together and then put a border on it. My cousin's birthday is in March, and my goal is to get that all done by the end of March. Her birthday is at the beginning of March, but she won't mind. I mean, it's been all these years a work in progress. Because of moving and stuff, you know, you pack things up, and I still have things not unpacked from moving to Texas 10 years ago. Like my Apache Tears blanket was packed up. These blue squares were packed up. I do not like unpacking. And so, you know, once I sit down and trim those squares, it won't take any time. It's just I have other things I'm working on in between, and then just life things. And let's see. I've been going through some books, crochet books that I had in my added-on room in the closet. So I have a few of those put aside for giveaways, because either I know I'm not going to make the things, or I have doubles or triples of that same book, and I don't need that. I bought them all a couple years ago when Hobby Lobby had a huge clearance on books that were like $12.99 and $9.99. I got them for $2, and even one I think I got for 77 cents. So it is beautiful out. It's just that wind. Now today is the weekly meetup group, crochet and knit group that meets weekly out in Rockwall. And I contacted my friend Rob that goes and asked if they were meeting up today, and he said yes. And that's at 2 o'clock. And I'm thinking to go because I'm feeling so much better. And I could bring my Apache Tears blanket. They meet for 2 hours, so imagine how many rows I could get done in 2 hours. I'm thinking about it. We'll see. I have some errands to do. And seems like there was something else I was going to tell you. Now I forgot. Someone is texting me. It's friends from North Carolina that are texting me. Yeah, this is a beautiful park. I guess this is it, because I can't remember what I was going to tell you. I was either going to tell you something or ask you something, and I have completely forgotten. So instead of just rambling on, I'm just going to end this and get some errands done. There was a couple parents that had their kids at that big playground thing, but they've gathered them up now. I just don't like to see kids without hats on when it's so windy, and that's because when I was a kid, I suffered from chronic double earaches. Terrible. Even though, I have to say, now that I'm talking about it, my mother crocheted and knitted, and she would make me hat sets and mitten sets. I didn't always want to keep them on though, so anyway, as a kid, I was just tormented from earaches, ear infections. So I think of that when I see kids with no hat on when it's windy. I hope they don't get an earache. Okay, everyone. I may call you up later, I don't know, but I felt like just calling you up. So have a great day, and remember to be kind to everybody because somebody's having a bad day, and know that I appreciate you all. And I think I just have a few more comments in one of my other videos to catch up on, but I answered a bunch of comments early this morning. I love comments. So I'll talk to you later.